Hail and well met. I'm Flatermouse, and this is episode 1 of Baldur's Gate of Metalhead Plays Baldur's Gate Enhanced Edition. I'm really sorry. I'm pretty new at this, and this is my first episode ever recording Let's Plays. This is a new hobby I want to get into because I like talking to people and being an annoying person, and I want to share my gameplay experiences with these kick-ass older games with you guys, many of whom are going to be too young to even remember games like this. This is a game that I always wanted to play as a kid and just did not have a computer that could play it. And I've been, as soon as I found out that it was available to play, I snagged it, and I've been saving it to do this, because I wanted to do a blind playthrough of me playing this. I wanted to do my first Let's Play. Let's get started. It's going to be awesome. He who fights with monsters should look to it that he himself does not... Aw, I'm too slow. Sweet castle. Someone's having a bad day. He looks like he's having a good day. Not him. Him. Good day. Yeah, he's laughing.
No, you can't. I will be the last. And you will go first. Please!
Nice. That's pretty awesome. It's nice that the one guy wanted to be first, last in line, because, you know, everyone usually tries to cut in front, but still. Okay, so this game, it's Baldur's Gate. It's based in the Forgotten Realms Dungeons & Dragons universe. It's really popular. If you're a fan of R.A. Salvatore's work, you'll be exquisitely familiar with this world. It's a really interesting and well-designed game universe. It's been around for decades, and it's one that's very popular with novelists and story writers and people designing the old modules that you would play D&D in. This game is old enough that it's set in 2nd edition Dungeons & Dragons rules with some modifications so it can run on a computer. I'm not super familiar with 2nd edition. I've only ever played 3rd edition D&D and Pathfinder, which is like 3.5 D&D plus. It's like 3.5.2 if you were gonna look at like editions. I don't know. Both of them are really fun and were simplifications in a way and expansions on 2nd edition, which a lot of people said was arcane, but I haven't met anyone who didn't enjoy playing 2nd edition D&D. So I'm not as up on all the different little details in this game as I could be. We're going to play single player. We're going to start a new game, and I'm going to create a new character. Gender? I'm not the kind of dude who could never play a lady, but it's a lot harder for me to get in a girl's head. There's a lot of stuff going on in there that I just... I don't have the capacity to effectively role play. I think I'd get far too into caricature. So we're gonna stick with a dick. And no, I'm not gonna name him Richard. That's a great name, but it doesn't suit the kind of character I think I want to play. So appearance. Ooh, we've got all these faces to pick from. Too pretty, too angry, and not the right. Like he's judgy angry. Like he's like, oh, you disgust me. Good dwarf, little. I assume that's like fur, like hide armor. Otherwise, he has a serious body hair issue. Like, I don't mind the long hair and the beard, as you can tell. I've got long hair. Mine's currently pulled back in a ponytail so that you can see my face. And because it's 1,000,000 degrees in this apartment, for whatever reason, it's like 50 degrees outside, and the apartment controllers, they, for whatever reason, our heat is set so that it's either all on in the building or not on at all. So it's 1,000 degrees. I'm in here in shorts and a baggy t-shirt just trying to, not melt. Ooh, that is definitely an elf, and it is the worst elf I've ever seen. How about no? Cranky Irish guy. He does not look like he has a lot going on up top. Like he's got deep thoughts going on, but they're deep to him, not to the rest of us. That dude is obsessed with his knife. I like him, but no, I don't want to play a wizard, and like, if I play anything but a wizard, that would feel disingenuous. That dude looks like he'd try and sleep with anybody. Like, this guy is the Jersey Shore. Oh, I guess he's a bard, because he's got a guitar there, so it'd totally make him pretty Jersey Shore. Too cute. Too old. Not my speed. I like the avatar face tattoos on this guy. I guess he's probably a ranger. And I like how they hide his ears, so you could be like, he's a half-elf? Maybe? Okay, this is a thing I know because I'm not 100% oblivious to this game. There's a lot of little memes that came off of it, I guess, before there were memes. Like, there are a lot of in-jokes that got out. One of them is this character, and it kind of weirds me out that they would have this character's picture as one that you could choose for your character. I think it'd be weird to run into him since he's supposed to be something of a major character that you can have in your party, and you both look the same. We'll probably run into him, and I'll talk about him more then. If not, I'll forget he exists, and this won't come up again, and I'm really sorry. Another half-elfy kind of looking guy, except this one's kind of definite acne scars. So far, my favorite, this dude looks like he has all the stuff going on. Stoner. I'm ambivalent towards stoners, so I don't really want to be a stoner. Another wizard. A juggalo. Awesome. No one wants to be a juggalo. Ooh, there we go. I want to be this guy. I'm a huge metalhead, and being a half-orc, I assume that's a half-orc, would be fantastic. Because half-orcs value, just smashing shit and going through, and that's super metal. Race, half-orc it is. Following traits, obviously born from human and orc parents. Tall as humans, but fatter. Aww, that doesn't really suit me. I weigh like $150. That's not cool. I don't want to be a fat orc. Can I be like a super ripped up half orc? I do like that I get a plus. I don't see +1 strength, +1 constitution, -2 intelligence. Yeah, I'll deal with it. I like to pride myself on being halfway smart, but okay, this one's weird. In the newer D&D games, you'd pick fighter, and then there's all kinds of cool. I guess it can't be a dwarven defender since I'm not a dwarf. But you'd pick one, and then every time you leveled up, you could choose to level in this class, or you could pick a different class. They also, in 2nd edition, lock classes so that certain races can't be them, which I think is dumb, because I think if a half-orc hangs out in the woods long enough, he's just as likely to become a druid as a human or an elf. I think that's dumb. This one, if you want to multi-class, you click that, and then it really limits what you can multi-class. I'm going to be a fighter cleric so I can cast spells and womp on dudes. It'll lead to some interesting gameplay. Alignment. I'm going to play neutral good. This game will punish you if you leave your alignment. If you don't know what alignment is, you'll see over here you've got lawful, neutral, and chaotic. Lawful means you tend to follow the laws and keep your word. Chaotic tends to mean you break laws and you aren't opposed to lying or switching sides. Good means you, and then you have good, neutral, and evil. Good tends to mean you'll do the right thing. Evil tends to mean that you'll do the bad thing, or at the very least, you're just strictly out for yourself. And neutral's kind of a weird one, where you aren't strongly good or evil. You're not likely to hurt people, but you're not super likely to help people. Some people play it as you unpurposely look for balance in your morality. And a lot of monk characters, I think they have to be neutral along that axis? Something along those lines. But as this game will actually punish you. Certain classes will lose abilities if they don't act within that alignment. So if you see me going around killing civilians, I might lose some of my cleric-y magic bullshit. Abilities. Oh, okay, so this is your main stats. You've got strength, which is how hard you whomp things. Dexterity, which is a measure of how dodgy and fine manipulative you are. Constitution is how hard you are to kill. Intelligence is how smart you are. Wisdom is how in touch you are with your environment and how much you pick up on things. And charisma is a matter of how much people like you. 78's a little low. I'm gonna keep re-rolling till I get something. Okay, 80 works. I'm an orc. I don't need to be super charismatic. I like how it does a standard point buy too, so I can what do you call it? I can move these around however I like. I don't need to be super dexterous, and I think it's already applied the -2 to my intelligence, but I'm not sure. If so, I'm gonna be pretty dumb. But I'm going to take my wisdom up to like 17, my constitution up to 17, my strength up to 16. I'll drop my... I don't know. I kind of like that. Done. Skills. I get... It's weird how they set up skills. It's not like in some of the later D&Ds where you'd pick from like hiding and other things. Right now, I'm just going to pick some proficiencies and some weapons. I'm going to want to use a sword and a shield, or at least a one-handed weapon and a shield, and a mace, because that's just a better... Like, I don't know why you'd pick club when you can pick mace. So, I get some spells. Armor of Faith, Cure Light Wounds. I'm going to want that one. Magical Stone, Sanctuary, Shillelagh, Protection from Evil, Detect Evil, Bless, Command, Doom, Remove Fear. I'm gonna go with heal people twice, and then Protection from Evil if we run into like a boss. Done. Appearance. Oh, I get to look how cool I want. Let's go with browner hair, green skin. We're an orc. Let's go with gray. Gray generally looks pretty nice. And then I have a saying. I'm a Norse pagan. I'm pretty open about it. I'm not super worried about it. And I'm not someone... I take it fairly seriously, but I'm also the kind of guy who can joke about it. Because if you're going to have a religion or a faith, if all you're going to do is let people... Because people are going to pick at you about it. Because, you know, not everyone's going to share it. And it's going to... Religion's a weird subject, and if you're gonna have one, you shouldn't be touchy about it, because it's gonna be something that people come after you all the time. Especially if you're like me and you have kind of a niche religion, one that's not super popular or super well known. But I have a saying: in my religion, the gods sort of watch you. But not all the time. They're not like the Christian God omnipotent. They're much more kind of skimming the activity, looking for big things to do, because since, to me, the gods are like physically incarnate, they can't be everywhere at all places, so they look for the important stuff and sort of go there. And so I like to say, wear pink or other bright colors, that the gods might more easily notice you. Because if you wear like camo, no one's gonna see you do something awesome. But if you're wearing like bright rainbow colors, everyone's gonna see that stuff. And they're gonna be like, see that guy? See that guy in the bright neon pink t-shirt just laying into those guys with his broadsword? They're gonna be like, that guy. That guy's awesome. I would write a biography, but I'm not going to. So done. We need to pick voices. I'm probably gonna be a male. Oh, we get
Death to you all!
That's terrible.
Your life ends here.
Oh my gosh.
I alone belong here.
Okay, so if anyone watches this, I'm pretty sure I know who this voice is. If you are old enough or hip enough, like hipster enough, to recognize this friggin' voice, you should put it in the comments and tell me who you think this is.
I grow tired of wasting time. I am certain to die.
In fact, I'm gonna pick that as my character's voice because I love that voice.
What would you have me do?
Because I know what else
wish?
this guy did.
Hurry up!
So done, and import. Oh, cancel. Oh, name. I need to name him. Oh, I got the perfect name. Yeah, yeah, the Gooch. That's gonna be this guy's like title. He's Grundle the Gooch. Yeah, he's a half-orc. He's a cleric. Very religious man. It's gonna be great. Well, is he still a? I guess you'd still call him man. So done. Accept Mundo. Oh, we can finally play a little bit.
From the Sword Coast, the citadel of Candlekeep houses the finest and most comprehensive collection of writings on the face of Farron. It is an imposing fortress, kept in strict isolation from the intrigues that occasionally plague the rest of the Forgotten Realms. It is secluded, highly regimented, and it is home.
I live in a library?
Within these hallowed halls of knowledge, your story begins. You have spent most of your 20 years of life within this keep's austere walls.
I'm only 20?
Under the tutelage of the sage Gorion. Acting as your father, he has raised you on 1,000 tales of heroes and monsters, lovers and infidels, battles and tragedies. However, one story was always left untold, that of your true heritage. You have been told that you are an orphan, but your past is largely unknown.
I bet I'm half-orc.
Gorion has been growing distant from you, as if some grave matter weighs heavily on his heart. You have asked about his concerns as gently as possible, but your queries have been in vain. Your sole comfort is the knowledge that he is a wise man, and you know he will tell you when the time is right. Nonetheless, his silence is troubling, and you cannot help but feel that something is terribly wrong.
No one knows I'm a half-orc. That's pretty
appeared
wrong.
more agitated than ever, and now he has uncharacteristically interrupted your chores in the middle of the day, imparting hurried instructions for you to equip yourself for travel. He has handed you what gold he can spare, but given no clue as to why. Nevertheless, you now stand before the Candlekeep Inn, ready to purchase what you need for an unplanned and unexpected journey.
Obvious Hobbit ripoff. Brutal. Alright, so done. Oh, hey.
If you insist.
I do insist. You will follow my bidding, Green Orc Man. Oh, you walk backwards, you walk forwards. Interesting. I spit all over myself. I apologize. Your character should walk over and talk with them. Many important... Oh. Through the text window to explain. Simply, journal updated. Find Gorion. Oh, I guess I can talk to this guy? He's waving his fist at me.
Child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Oh, okay. So this game is live action, but it's got kind of a quasi-turn-based feature. I can pause with the spacebar, on my keyboard's wireless and over here, and give my characters, because you'll see this bar over here will fill up with faces as I get more party members. But I can use that, I can pause and then give them instructions, then unpause, and they'll go do some shit. Rather than me having to give them instructions on the fly and having like an elder dragon worm of doom eat all my guys before I can figure out what I want them to do. Is that a lady? Man, there are dudes all over the place. Sweet. Lady wants her book back. Cool. I should probably go in here and grab some supplies. I get a feeling that's what they want me to do. You know? I bet you that's Gorion, because he looks fancy.
If you
Hello,
insist.
child. Shall we continue your lessons?
Okay, well, let's talk to that fat dude.
My hotel's as clean as an elven arse.
You know, if I ever get the urge to, you know, do some really kinky stuff with an elf, I'm gonna remember that. Like, that sounds great. I have a feeling this guy's joking, otherwise I'm gonna wallop him with this stick that I'm brandishing. Ha! Just having a bit of fun with you, my friend. Them monks may be walking about with poles in their nethers. Well, this guy has a thing for sodomy. But you know you're always welcome here in my sight. Gorion did well by you, he did. So is there anything I can do for you? Some drinks, a room to sleep, or anything to buy? Yeah, what do you got? I can stay in a room, but I'm not really tired. Like, I just started playing. Oh. I can buy some weapons. I can get a mace. That's what I have my skill in. Can I buy a shield? Oh, holy shit, there are a ton of shields. And a helmet. I have 120 gold to buy my starting gear. Let's see, I want a mace. Whew, armor's expensive. What else can I buy? Drinks and steel. I don't really want to steal anything. I'm a big clumsy orc. Let's see, I want a mace. Whew. Large shield, medium shield, small shield, buckler. I don't know the difference between all these. Like, why is that one... I don't know what the 6 is. They all cost the same, though, but I would assume the 6 is better, right? Or is that, you know, the actual... Is that, like, supposed to be the actual value? I don't know. So... There's a helmet. I probably need some armor. Let's just grab leather. Well, we can grab studded leather. We haven't spent a whole lot of money. I'd rather not die super fast, so let's buy that stuff. Drinks. Stuff to steal. And sleepy time. I'd say we're done. I spent enough money. Can I wander? Yep. Oh, I should equip my new toys. That is this box? Yeah. I ran through the tutorial like 1,000 times, getting all of my settings to work. I was having such a problem, getting this, There we go. Oh, it looks nice. Shirt? No. Oh, up here. Bam! Oh, wow. It actually changes how I look. I look ridiculous. I have done a terrible job of giving my guys... Oh, wow. It even changes my model. I did not expect that. But now the gods can't see my paint. They'll never know I was here! I'm gonna explore. I don't really want to talk to that. Oh man, there's some people in here. What about you, lady?
A pleasure to meet a socially acceptable person such as yourself.
And her voice says that, but like she hands me a piece of paper that says go F off. That's mixed messages. What about this guy?
No time to chit-chat.
Doesn't like the monks. Oh, okay. They don't like the monks. The monks are like, oh, look at those dudes, not talking. I'm a good guy, so I kind of don't want to just go around smacking rich people. I'm fairly Marxist in my societal views, in that I grew up fairly poor, and so my views towards the upper class are fairly antagonistic. To be diplomatic about the subject. But this character is strictly a good guy and unlikely to go whomping people for no reason. Or for just, you know, saying something not quite that aggro. You know, this makes the most sense to me. They lead a somewhat cloistered life here, so they are unaccustomed to many visitors. I know at my last gig, I didn't talk to hardly anybody. I had no one to talk to. And so part of why I took so long to start recording these is I sort of forgot how to talk to people. And I can totally see this. I wouldn't say that. No one needs to... Colorful, dear, perhaps we should dress a little more plainly to fit in? I'm not sure if I want to do voices, but I'm going to try it out. See how it feels. Like a new pair of pants. It's worth a try, my dear, although our clothes may only be half of it. They certainly couldn't react any worse than they have. They could beat you with sticks. I thank you for the suggestion, Grundle, and putting it tactfully. Good eve to you. Ah, and me with no charisma. I wonder if it gives you more options for having higher charisma. What's this guy want?
Hello, child.
Man, his posture says I'm gonna open my robe and either have drugs or some kind of weird thing in there. Yeah, I know how to walk around. Let's talk to the old man.
It's hard to find decent folk nowadays.
Okay. Oh, yes. Well, I guess since they have voices for some of these characters, I'll feel stupid trying to mimic them, especially only hearing them once. Okay, I guess there's an iron crisis. And he wants me to bring him a scroll. Alright, let's go upstairs. Is there anything up here?
All right.
Oh, my character... Oh, is she dead? Oh, it's a dude, and he's asleep. I was worried there. Oh. I don't know if I just did evil. I mean, if no one saw me do it, was it evil? Oh, it's locked. I don't have the ability to lockpick. I'm not a rogue. Oh, are you sleeping too? Wow, everybody's sleeping around here. Let's check that chest. Also locked. Is it a crime to take things from a chest if it's not locked? Oh, there's a dude who's awake.
Don't touch me. I might catch something.
You know, I might be green, but that's a terrible thing. You know, this sounds the more sociable, and, you know... I might very well be anyone, but I am Christian of Waterdeep. Likely you would not know my family name or history, and this suits me well and good. What a douche nozzle. Okay, he does not want to talk. What's in this room? Oh, another chest. Check it out. Oh, also locked. Man, people are security conscious around here. Oh, another dude in fancy
Away
clothes.
with you, beggar.
Yeah, I just want to... Okay, yeah, no one wants to talk to me. Let's get out of here. I bet you there's like amazing treasure over here for some reason.
If
Okay.
you insist.
Well, I thought Gorion might be in here, but I suppose I was wrong. I got 4 gold pieces though.
All right, all right.
So some of these doors I can click on and go in. How do I keep going? Oh, do I go in here? These isometric games are kind of weird. I never know if I'm... Oh, hey. Oh, is that as far over as I can go? Is over here. And then... Oh, man. I can see for miles and miles. I want to keep these fairly short. I'm a little over 30 minutes right now, so I'm going to call it here. And we will pick it up right here after I save and quit. Thanks for watching. I'm going to try and put these out weekly. And I hope you guys subscribe and like my video and keep coming back. I'm going to try and put up all kinds of videos on my new channel. Let's keep this going, and I hope I'm at least mildly entertaining to you poor folks. Have a good one, and don't do anything too evil.
Thank you.